Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. My video camera, I'm still not ready. So maybe in another few hours it will be ready. So apologies for the podcast. And another thing, it'll be very difficult for me to do post-market report because in Canadian time, 6 a.m. our market closes. So I start trading from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then go to sleep. So difficult to do post market. So therefore, everything I will just try to adjust in pre market. So yesterday the market, as expected, shot up and huge gap up. That huge gap up sustained throughout the day. So that's a bigger thing. There was oddly about 100-point move up and down. Nifty future was trading between 24,200 to 24,300. So within that small range, it was moving many times. Number one, there's a huge gap up. Is it a short covering rally? I don't think that this is a short covering rally. Now, Nifty is close to 10% higher from March 30 or 31st low. Second thing, usually if there is a short covering rally, the future premium tends to be much higher than the normal. But now the Nifty future premium is below the normal level. Around this time, the middle of the month, so the Nifty future should have a premium of at least 60 to 80 points. But now the Nifty future is only 10 to 15 point premium. So that shows that this is not because of the short covering. So this is the genuine buying. Second thing, yesterday, an interesting thing is that FIAs were net buyers, whereas the domestic institutions were net sellers. And the second one. And the third one, yesterday night in US markets, the S&P 500 as well as Nasdaq 100, they both hit fresh all-time high. So the news is that, very soon there may be some good news. The US and Iran may be negotiating once again in Pakistan or maybe in some other country. So all is looking well now, and looks like, finally this war is actually over. Although the official news has not come, because when you make some official news, one of the leaders have to face his own country. So they may have some agreements behind the room, curtains, but they may not even officially announce it, but the things will subside. Last weekend, the peace negotiation failed, but neither US attacked Iran nor Iran attacked other countries. So that itself shows, so that is a room for negotiation further or official announcement or whatever it is. But the things are not going to escalate. In the last 10, 12 trading sessions, US market shot up nearly 10-12%. So which means that, US markets are moving at the rate of 1% every day. So that shows that, the markets are bullish all over the world. So as expected, Asian markets are higher. And the GIFT Nifty is indicating another 120, 130 point gap up today. So looking at the open interest. So yesterday, the 24,200 straddle was taken aggressively by the traders. And the premiums are really very, very good. So 24,200 call and put, both premiums put together, it was about 450 rupees. So, we have today is a Sensex expiry, so Thursday, then Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. 450 point seems to be a good premium. So, by looking at the open interest, so the range will be approximately 500 point from 24,200, either upside or downside. So that can be the range up to next Tuesday. Of course, next Tuesday will be the end of the third week. Then after that, we will have only one more week for April expiry. So, like looking at the open interest, so the range looks like 23,700 on the downside and 24,700 on the upside. So that is how the range looks. Although the premium is 450 point, you know, people will always do some kind of adjustment. No, if the markets go higher, they might sell some extra put, or market comes down, they might sell extra call. At least 50 rupees they'll be able to collect. So the total premium collection will be approximately about 500 points. So that is a decent range for a weekly option. Looks like our market is moving non-stop from 22,200. Now it will be 24,300. So that's about 2,100 point. So from 22,000, if 2,200 point moves, then that becomes a 10% rally from the low level. So that's about 22,400. So who knows? If not today, at least tomorrow, we can expect the Nifty to take out the 24,400. So that 10% rally in a matter of 2 weeks is a very, very fast and ferocious rally. So this kind of event risk war kind of things, the markets may fall, and then equally it might rise. Say, for example, 2022, Russia-Ukraine war broke out, but then there was no peace deal, there was no negotiation, the war continued, and then after a few months, the US, came into severe inflation problem. The inflation shot up to 9%. But despite that, market crashed, in the first few months, after February. Then the entire loss has been recovered by the end of the year. And same thing in 2025, market started, and then again, this Trump tariff came in the month of April. The markets crashed about 15 to 20%. Then, there was no retracement or anything positive about the tariff. The tariff uncertainty continued. But despite that, by the end of the year, the entire loss was wiped out. Now, the same thing, we started Nifty around 26,000 in the beginning of this year. And then because of this Iran war, the market crashed nearly 15 to 20%. Market went to 2,200. And then, logically speaking, if what has happened in 22 and 25 has to happen in 26, then entire loss has to be recovered and the Nifty should reach 26,000. So even if it reaches 26,000, it's going to be a zero return by the end of the year. So that's a different story. But there is a possibility Nifty might, retest its high 26,000 to 26,400. So maybe in the next few months. So definitely it is time to be bullish now. And technically also, I told you when the Nifty closed about 24,000, the Nifty is technically long. So that long continues now. And in fact, after a long time, I bought some options expecting market to be moving higher. But the day after I bought the option, there's a gap down of 400, 500 point, because of that headline news that peace deal in Islamabad failed over the weekend. And then now it's going in the right direction. So now markets are moving higher. So I'm happy. So I'm still holding those buy options actually. So in this rally, I'm expecting Nifty to test 25,000 at least by the end of May. So that is how I'm thinking. But let us see what happens, because usually the technical which I follow, it gives 4 to 6% after it showed a long or short. The markets never, the technicals never show long at the bottommost point or never show short at the topmost point. So, for example, the lowest point is 22,200. Then it rallied 1,800 point, crossed 24,000. Then only the market has shown, technicals have shown long, but then it has a potential to move another 4 to 6%. So these are all like, medium term view and the short term view. And so for the short term, 24,200 plus minus 500 point. So that is the range. So there'll be no stock specific movements. I think, when the sentiment is good, so every stock will move higher. And after a long, long time, the IT index has performed very well yesterday. So that is a sector to watch because that is a sector which is extremely oversold. So another sector to watch is the real estate index. That is also extremely oversold. And so that index also did very well. But real estate index, the stocks, they are not index heavyweights. But whereas IT index has got a lot of index heavyweights. So let us see what's going to happen today. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.